Have you ever felt that sense of excitement? That feeling when everything is aligning perfectly, and you just know something wonderful is about to unfold. And as you remember that feeling, you realise how powerful it was, how you could relive it at any time, simply by accessing that memory. And even now, as you think back to that moment, can you feel the energy shifting within you? You see, as you recall that emotion, you're doing something powerful. You're teaching yourself to access the feeling you want, whenever you want. It's like you've just unlocked a door, and now that door can open any time you choose. Was there ever a time when you felt truly relaxed, completely at ease, and the world seemed like it was flowing effortlessly around you? Can you remember how that sense of ease felt? Now notice how you can tap into that calm energy right now, just by remembering it. That feeling is always with you, right underneath the surface, just waiting for you to access it. And you realise, don't you, that it's all about the power you have within yourself. It's not about what happens outside you. It's about what happens inside. Because the more you believe that you can access that state of peace, calm and happiness whenever you need it, the more it becomes true. It's like your own personal reservoir of strength, always there to replenish you. And the more you practice this, the more you can use it as a tool to shape your experience and your reality. Every time you access that state, you become more confident, more resilient. Was there ever a time when you were able to change your perspective on something difficult, to see it in a completely new light? And when you did it feel like the whole world shifted for you? Because that shift, that reframe, that change in perception, it's always available to you. And the more you practice that shift, the more it becomes automatic. So natural, it just happens without effort. You start to realise life, it's not about the problems you face, but how you choose to respond. The power to choose your response is your greatest freedom. And the more you embrace it, the easier it becomes. And the beautiful thing about all this is that every moment, every interaction, every experience, it gives you an opportunity to practice, to refine, to shift. Do you remember a time when you found joy in something simple, when the whole world seemed brighter because of it? Can you feel that joy again as it rises within you? Because every time you reconnect with that feeling, you strengthen your ability to bring more joy into your life. In fact, each time you notice yourself choosing joy, it becomes easier and easier to do. Now it's important to realise that you don't need to know everything. You don't need to figure it all out. You see, life is a journey, and each moment is an opportunity to learn, to grow, to adapt. So when you face something new, you approach it with curiosity, knowing, even if you don't know the outcome, you trust yourself to figure it out. You trust your ability to adapt, to try again, to move forward. And just like you learned how to access a feeling, just like you learned how to shift your perspective, you also learn how to interrupt your own patterns. When you notice a pattern that isn't serving you, you've the power to interrupt it. Maybe you've already noticed how something that once felt hard now feels easier. Maybe you've even realised that by interrupting a negative thought, you can immediately change your mood. The more you interrupt those old patterns, the more you create new ones that serve your highest good. It's like a dance, where every step is part of a new rhythm that you're creating for yourself. Remember, every belief you hold is just that, a belief. And if it's not helping you, you can release it and try something else. Because when you understand all beliefs are changeable, it frees you to try on new ones, beliefs that empower you, beliefs that serve you. It's like you're creating your own toolkit for success. And each belief you choose becomes a tool in your hand, ready to shape the world around you. Now picture a time when you felt completely empowered, completely in control of yourself and your reality. Can you remember how that felt? when everything was in your hands and you knew you could achieve anything? And what if I told you that feeling, that inner strength, is available to you at any time? To each new experience, you become more attuned to your own power, to your ability to shift your reality, to manifest your desires. Because as you begin to trust your inner power, you realise you can lead yourself anywhere you want to go. And as you lead yourself, you start to notice how others follow your example. Your energy, your certainty. The more you step into your power, the more you attract what you want into your life. Have you ever noticed how when you release fear, you create space for something better to enter? As you release old limiting beliefs, it's like clearing out the clutter, making room for all the good that's coming your way. The more you let go of those fears, the easier it becomes to receive. And the more you receive, the more you recognise the flow of abundance that's all around you. It's like you've been swimming upstream, but now you're floating downstream, effortlessly with the current of life. Can you remember a time when you felt truly connected to someone? When you felt like you just got each other, like you're in perfect harmony? And doesn't that connection feel even stronger when you're fully present? When you embrace each moment with love and understanding? Because the more you embrace others, the more you accept them as they are, the more you draw people towards you. Your ability to accept others without judgment, it's a reflection of your own growth, your own inner peace. Isn't it true when you focus on being playful, when you bring joy into every interaction, you start to radiate something special? It's that energy of fun, of freedom, of lightness. And as you embrace it more and more, it becomes contagious. You become magnetic. And people are naturally drawn to your energy, your positivity, your playful spirit. Because when you're having fun, everyone else wants to join in. And even in those moments when you feel uncertain, where you're not sure what comes next, you trust you'll figure it out. You trust the answers, they're already within you, just waiting to be uncovered. And by embracing the unknown with curiosity and excitement, you create space for opportunities to appear, often in the most unexpected ways. Now notice how, as you absorb all of this, you begin to feel more relaxed, more at ease, with the flow of life. Because as you trust yourself more, as you interrupt old patterns and beliefs, the world starts to respond to you in a new way. The more you embrace change, the more you allow life to unfold effortlessly in the most exciting and fulfilling ways possible. And just like that, as you continue to practice these shifts, these changes become a part of who you are, a natural unconscious process of growth, of transformation, of playful expansion.